Excuse me, do you know where you at? Well, let me remind ya. This is Thought Provoking Talk with Crystal. This episode is entitled Chasing Dreams at Any Age. And yes, this is a theme of the never-ending adventure of the Sagittarius spirit because it is the month of December. So let's talk about it. Chasing dreams at any age. I'm with that. I keep my boots on. Hey, friend, excuse me. What if I told you that the dream you've been putting off for years could be the one thing that changes everything? Imagine it's never too late. Imagine that. See, the clock doesn't run out on you when you're chasing what lights you up inside. See, this is the spirit of Sagittarius, the endless adventurer, always in pursuit of growth, learning, new experience. Can you imagine finally pursuing that dream you thought was too late? I know I can. I'm a moon Sagittarius, always ready for adventure. All right, guys, let's get into it. And once again, my friends, welcome to Thought Provoking Talk with Crystal. I am Crystal Jackson. I am so excited to have you here today for a conversation that will ignite the adventurous spirit within you. If you've been feeling like it's too late to follow your dreams or you're stuck in the someday phase, this episode is for you, my baby. Today, we're channeling the Sagittarius energy of never-ending adventures and showing you how it's never too late to go after what you set your soul on fire. Opening quote, "It's never too late to be what you might have been." George Eliot. So now let's talk about it. So Sagittarius spirit of adventure. So the Sag energy is the sign of adventure, it's freedom, it's higher learning. People with strong Sagittarius placements in their chart, they're known for optimism, boldness, and the desire to explore life's infinite possibilities. Embodying the Sagittarius mindset is a whole nother thing. So you don't have to wait for everything to be perfect or for the right time. Sagittarius reminds us that the time is now. If you're alive, you have the ability to take the risk, explore, and begin anew. Believe me. So we're just going to start with a few inspiring stories. Vera Wang, age 40. At 40, Vera Wang left her career in figure skating and began a new venture in fashion, eventually becoming a household name in bridal wear. Grandma Moses, age 78. Anna Mary Robertson Moses, known as Grandma Moses. She started painting at the age of 78 and became an icon in American art. Come on, guys. 78, let's talk about it. J.K. Rowling, age 30. Before writing Harry Potter, Rowling faced many struggles, including poverty, rejection. Her stories proves it's never too late to bring your creative dreams to life. And me, myself, I didn't start until 39, 40. Let me see. It's 24. I believe 40. And I remember feeling so like, oh my gosh, I'm running out of time. And I just stopped and I did some research. And I know on social media it seems like it's a lot of young people starting business. And it is. And I commend them for that. Because I stress to my kids now, skill, get you a skill set, right? I believe in self-educating. Okay, it's cool to learn things in school. I'm not saying it's not, but we'll get there when I do have an episode, and I'll talk about it in that episode. However, a high percentage, I should have put the statistics in here, start their business, especially women, around the age of 40 to 50. Now, I had to tell my sister that because she was stressing out. She's 3 or 4 years younger than me. So I'm just going to say I'm in my 40s. Not close to 50, but I'm in my 40s. Swinging it now. Okay, never mind. Anyways, it made me feel like, okay, it seems like, listen, as long as you can run, whether it's mentally or physically, and you got a dream, chase it. As nothing comes to a sleeper but a dream. Wake up, chase your dream. It's okay. It's never too late. Believe that. And even if my story isn't enough, guys, the 3 stories I just told you about, that's living proof that age is just a number when it comes to pursuing your dreams. Like if you have a purpose in this lifetime, you still hear you got a purpose, then it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter what road you take to get there. That is the destination, trust me. And something's eventually going to urge you to fulfill this purpose, to go this way. Or when you come back in this next lifetime, that'll be your first mission. Either way, it's going to get done. See how old they were, not how old, I'm sorry. How up in age they are, how mature their age was. And then they took bold steps towards their new beginnings. And that's embracing the Sagittarius spirit of reinvention and adventure. And you know why it's never too late, as well as life purpose and what's meant to be is meant to be? Aging and growth. Life is about growth, not just in youth, but through every fucking stage. See, our experiences provide wisdom, right? Resilience, clarity that younger years can't always offer us. You know what I mean? And I'm not putting any younger person down, but for them, it's easy to start a business on social media because that's what it's all about. This generation is technology, is the internet. Me, it's a little more difficult, putting all my stuff out there. I mean, they get on there and they take off, but is it coming from passion, or is it just because it's easy? You know what I mean? In order to run a business, one of the first things you got to have is passion. I don't care. If you don't have passion, you might as well give it up. Just find something that you're passionate about. I mean, you can, but if you don't have passion, hopefully you got self-discipline. That's all I'm going to say, and a lot of other things. Psychological and emotional readiness. So according to the psychologist Dr. Laura Cardison, the older we get, the more we tend to prioritize meaningful experiences and personal fulfillment. So this is making the perfect time to dive into new ventures. Listen, once again, chasing dreams at any age promotes well-being, guys. Studies show that following passions later in life can boost mental health, create a sense of purpose, and increase happiness in our later years. And when I tell you, and this is just completely honest, my business fluctuates up and down. I still haven't really got it, but I get up every day since 2020, every day, and I keep pushing, I keep going. It's so many different things that I'm doing, but I know that it's all going to come together. And that's how I don't make anything. I'm not near where I'm going to be, but I'm getting there. But I still get up every day. Work. And my payment for right now, instantaneously, is passion, drive. My mission to raise vibrations collectively. My physical payment, cash, finances, that's going to come. The stability of it is going to come, or I'm going to die trying. And that's just how serious I am about it. I put everything into this. Everything. My mental, my physical, my money, my time, my love, my passion, my intention, my positive energy, everything. I'm not stopping. There's no way. So, guys, really, I'm going to tell you a lot of times what it's about here. Let's talk about fear. So fear is one of the lowest forms of energy in the universe. It's not the lowest. I believe the lowest is maybe grief or shame, something like that. It's like the third or fourth up on the frequency chart. Fear is our biggest enemies. I mean, we all feel shame here and there. We all feel grief here and there. But how much of that stops us from getting the life what we want to get? Everybody in the universe can have whatever they want if not for fear. Okay? Fear stops people from doing a lot of things. A fear of losing, a fear of lack of security, a fear of stability, a fear of social connections, a fear of communicate. It's all that. It's all fucking fear that stops us. If we didn't have fear, we will all climb our highest mountain. You know what I mean? It's like a fear of success, a fear of accomplishment. All that shit counts. A fear of not making it, not getting it, a fear of how you're going to look. I'm working through my own things too. I am not like all social media, but I have to be. It's this day and age, you know. And I believe at first, well, I know at first, I had a fear of putting myself out there. And I didn't even know it. As far as I was concerned, in my childhood, family, friends could tell you this. I didn't give a fuck about what nobody said or thought about me. I was different. I mean, completely different. I did not like sneakers and tennis shoes. They had the new Nikes and shit. I didn't care about that. When you gonna buy you some shoes? Never. I don't like shoes. It wasn't my hair. I had my little band. Why you always wear that band? I continue to wear it. And if you say it, I'm going to do it even more. I didn't mind being myself. I love myself. But did I really 100%? Because I didn't really find out until I got maybe about 2015 that I really didn't 100% love myself. First of all, I didn't 100% know myself. And I didn't know I even had this fear until 2020, so I started my business. So let me tell you, I taught myself everything. I'm talking about making website after website after website, cosmetics, from emulsifying wax, body butters, all that type of stuff. I do have a cosmetic line, Genuine Vibrations. When I first started, I had my cosmetic line, I had my Zodiac line, my jewelry. I mean, I was trying to do everything, and it was everything. Learning how to sew, make jewelry, blah, 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 blah. So then guys got to the point where I learned how to make the labels for the cosmetics, designs I wanted. Anything you could think of that has something to do with business other than marketing, I had learned. I was ready to go. So I just thought I'd make some pretty earrings and people gonna buy it. Then I started to realize when it was time to publish my website and stuff, I kept thinking of things. Oh, I got to teach myself this. Oh, I got to do. Man, by the time I got finished, I'd have been as wise as Einstein. You know what I mean? Or Buddha or some, you know. And then so I stopped. I said, hold on, Crystal. It has been a whole year you have been working on this craft. You perfected it enough to put at least your earrings and your cosmetics or whatever. I eventually had to choose which one I wanted to go first. So I did the jewelry, because jewelry is really my passion as opposed to cosmetics. I enjoy making cosmetics, mixing them. I enjoy all that. But jewelry making, that just, all my creative, just a passion. I can't explain it. Like, I'm all fire. Feeling my sign. I mean, I'm all fire. I have one water, low earth, low air, all fire. So I'm always constantly moving. So that me doing that energy with my hands, and I got Taurus on my 10th house building. So, and it's jewelry and stuff. So I love that shit. So, I said, why are you hesitating to put your stuff out there on social media and stuff? I had to really sit down. This is where you do your self-analysis. It's something. And I know, because I know that I wasn't trying to see it, you know. It's one of them hidden fears. So I sat and I said, oh my gosh, I have a fear of what people are going to think about my work. I'm scared to put it out there. So once I realized that, I acknowledged it, I accepted it, and I was working through it. It still was a little hesitant. So I took my sister to actually start marketing my jewelry. She did it on TikTok, and I got so many responses off my jewelry, and I was like, okay, and it was on and popping after that. But I was doing little things, you know, but not enough to get noticed. I got that Chiron, that wound healer in Taurus, that self-value and shit like that, you know. So, you know, worried about, even with the stuff I'm into now. Like, I'm not a Christian, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. You know, my family and friends I grew up with, you know, I'm doing straight astrology, straight tarot, spiritual life coach, empowerment coach. And I'm thinking, is they gonna laugh at me? They're gonna think, you know, it was a lot based off of my childhood, what they were gonna think about me, and you know, they're gonna be laughing. It took me a while, and these are things I never cared about before. And when I was around them, so I just didn't understand. I guess I just didn't want to be taken for a joke, because I was real serious, and I was always the clown, because I'm a Leo, you know. I was the clown. I'm telling you, a party wasn't a party till I ran through it. I ain't lying. So I was thinking, I understood when the actors say they don't want to be casted in a certain type of role, because then when you try to go apply for another role, you're the funny guy. Like when Will Smith just tried to make that tough video, I mean, they clowned him so bad. I was like, poor Will, you know, or whatever. I didn't, that's how I felt. So it took me a while. First of all, I was still amazed and astonished that I gave a fuck. It took me a while to not give a fuck, to shed not gives a fucks off. So I genuinely tell everybody, 5% of me gives a fuck all around. 95% of me don't care. You know what I mean? And that's just not about that, it's just period. Because I am who I am. And once I was aware of my self-love, I learned to love myself. I love who I am. Now, I may not have felt that confident about what people might think about my work, but that really doesn't have anything to do with me. It's my work, my value, the value I'm putting into my work. But altogether, it's still self-value. A lack of self, not feeling like you're good enough or you're enough, So I have to work through that as well. Even as an empowerment coach, I have my analysis. Whenever I feel something, I get right on it though. And I work through it. And if I don't work through it, I can't take you through it. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to be coached by somebody who's never been through anything, just been through the books. Anything you think of, I've been through it. I know about it. Or I can empathize with it, trust and believe that. So my thing is, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and say my age. I'm 45 years old. And I ain't start chasing my dream until 40. I always knew I was meant to be an entrepreneur since I read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad when I was real young. Two people in the world, the people that work for people that work for themselves. And I knew I was that person. I just was not sure. I couldn't find my passion for shit. And that's why my sister was like, yeah, you lucky, my kids, Mom, you lucky. I can't find anything. I always tell them, listen, it took me all this time to find mine. I would have never thought that I always like big exotic jewelry. I'm talking about extreme jewelry. And that is what my Earring Line Anything But Normal is about. And again, I haven't got extreme yet because I'm still kind of working on the I am consciousness, with the beaded jewelry, the crystal beads and all that other stuff. When I really get into that Anything But Normal, it's going to be stupid ridiculous and I'm going to love it. But I was always told that I wasn't creative or I didn't have any style. And then look, I believe that. It's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Man, the creativity pours out of me. It just comes from nowhere, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I'm not lying. Even in my chart, I was like, oh my gosh. Come on. I have Venus on my 10th house. Venus rules my 10th house. In my 5th house of creativity, I have the Neptune, which is creativity, conjunct Pisces in my 5th house. I have Venus, Jupiter, and Mercury all in my 12th house. So that's kind of hidden talent and creativity. It was hidden for a long time, y'all. I ain't lying. So it's like, wow, me and my sister were like, wow, I don't know how. Like, I'll sit there before I start to do anything. I'll always cleanse my energy. I'll raise my vibration. I'll put the intention to anything I'm making or creating, raise the vibration for the collective and whoever's making the jewelry. And I ask to allow my creative energy to flow. And when it goes, it goes. But if I'm not feeling making jewelry and I try to force myself, I have to stop because it's original, regular to me. It's like any other piece that somebody else make. But when I'm in my creative energy, it's just different. It just comes different. Colors just come to me, So just try a few things out, if you're trying to figure out what your passion is, y'all. But whatever, don't. If anything's stopping you from your passion, it should be because you haven't figured it out yet. Don't let anything else like fear or anything. And trust me, y'all, I'm not just saying this. When I decided to start Creations by Us, I just lost my job at the Salvation Army. I was a caseworker and my car broke down, so I got fired. I just moved into my place. I swear for God, I didn't know how I was going to pay my rent and my bills. I did because income tax was coming around. I said, you know what? I had so much faith in myself. I'm done working for everybody. So I told my son, I said, I'm always running around here positive, telling y'all can be anything y'all want to be. I said, all my life, y'all have seen me do things because I had to do it. Y'all going to see me do something because I want to do it. I'm about to start this business. You're going to see. He said, I got you, Mom. Boom. Y'all, I didn't have a job. I couldn't file for unemployment because the 501c didn't pay into the Salvation Army don't pay into, unemployment. So I was like, I'm going to take my income tax, pay my bill up for about maybe 2 or 3 months, maybe 3 months, start my business, and by then my business take off is in my head. That's that, that quick. So what ended up happening is I ended up having to find a work from home job. It was in physician, $9 an hour. Oh my, $9 an hour, and I was paying $500 something for rent. This was in North Carolina, and I lived in a mobile home, 3-bedroom mobile home, so the rent wasn't too expensive. But $9 an hour with bills and everything, and it was around COVID time, so my oldest daughter had came out here and stayed with me with my grandkids. Y'all, I hated that job so much. Oh my gosh. Like, it was a work from home job. One day I got up, I didn't know how I was gonna pay my bills, but I was still doing Gracious by Us. I just quit. I couldn't do it no more. I cannot work a job that I don't like. I cannot. My body won't allow me. It's like my body freezes up. So out the blue, one of my exes, who was in prison, we started talking again, and lo and behold, he was helping me out a little bit. I didn't know he had the potential to. So I ended up getting this other job, work from home. It paid a little bit more. It was a little better, but I was so into Gracious by Us. I was like, man, let me fuck this. I'm quitting. So I quit behind his back, and I wasn't going to tell him because I knew he was going to stop me. So I was like, I quit. And y'all, for a whole year, he paid the bills and the rent, and I just build. And then, like, after the year was over, I'm thinking, you know what? I want to take this pressure off of him, and plus, I don't want to be dependent on nobody like that. My older kids, ain't never coming back to North Carolina. They don't like it here. So it's just me and my daughter in a 3-bedroom, and I'm trying to build a business. I'm about to go move back in with my mom and my stepdad. Yeah, sure it come. It's a 3-bedroom, only them. So, you know, it was just, when you really are going for what you really want, things will fall in place and work in your favor. I know it doesn't feel like it, but you just have to trust that it will. And I know it's hard, especially for a practical person. See, I'm not a practical person. Let's see. I move off of inspiration to passion. Guys, I really hope that this episode inspired at least one person. I really do. I know it's easy for me to say I'm not paying your bills or anything like that, but I believe in what I believe in. So if you got a dream, guys, go for it. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're 90. Go for it, man. Go. You only got one life. You only got this one life to live. Now, we come back, but it ain't the same life. So live that shit. Quit playing. I'm sure your God ain't put you here and say, hey, work, go home, die. Nah, find your purpose. Quit playing. All right, guys, now I want to hear from you. Like, have you ever held yourself back from chasing your dreams because you thought it was too late? Because you know it ain't now, right? What's one dream that you put on hold that you might start working on today? Not tomorrow, today. Either way, drop me a message on Instagram or send me an email. I'd love to hear what's been holding you back and what you're ready to take action on. You know, I'm still doing guests on the podcast. You want to come on and talk about it? You can go on my website on the podcast page and sign up to be a guest if you would like to share your story of triumph, tragedy, you know, anything empowering, or if you're struggling with something and you need guidance through something. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, baby. Okay. The ending quote. Don't wait. The time will never just be right. Napoleon Hill. And that is no lie. That is facts, my friend. So, if you have not subscribed, okay, so I'm putting some free PDFs into the description. I believe this one, I'm going to put the morning ritual guide. Subscribe and you'll get the free PDF. It's like a 10-page ritual guide where you can, start your morning intentional, and you'll see the difference in your life. I wanted to announce that will be launching my coaching program next year. I will also be offering free sessions, so just subscribe, stay tuned. It's going to be a little program for people who are dealing with felonies, who's either just getting out of prison or who suffers with recidivism, going back to jail, back and forth, and they feel like they're lost and they need some coaching. Eventually, this is leading to the house of the resilience, the transitional home. But I want to start off by coaching that way. And I'm doing a few free sessions a month for people with felons, and starting a sponsor program. So if you're interested in being a client, make sure to subscribe, or even if you want to know more information, if you're a like-minded individual who shares the same vision, get in touch with me, because I'm looking for some like-minded individuals to join me on my journey, on our journey. All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening. If you're ready to take action in line with the adventure spirit of a Sagittarius, you know you can explore your personal astrology guide by going onto the website and booking an astrology session. The big 3, that promotion is done. I'm sorry. It was $5 for interpretation of your big 3 or your Chiron or your nodes. I also got some beautiful earrings, handmade with intention to raise your vibration, handmade with love and intention to raise your vibration. There's nobody else making jewelry with intention to raise your vibration. Nobody else caring that much about when they're making their jewelry. All right. Don't forget to treat yourself to some positivity and personal empowerment with my jewelry, y'all. Come on. It's a perfect setting for you to raise your vibration, add a little spark to your day. Go ahead and check me out. The link is not in the bio. www.inspiredvibrations.com. I will put the link into the description. And if you love this episode, share with a friend who could use a little extra motivation to chase their dreams. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode of the Thought-Provoking Talk with Crystal. And remember, it's never too late to begin a new adventure. Keep believing and take that first step. And remember, your energy is expensive. Be mindful how you spend it. And always protect your energy like the Secret Service protect the president, but not John F. K. Namaste, my baby. Have a good day. I'll catch you on the next day. I'm sending positive love and vibes your way.